Alright guys, so today we are testing out Ghost Spider and the rest of the available web warriors in Dark Dimension 4. This is just because I want to test them out and hopefully that will give you an idea if they could be used in Dark Dimension 5 as well. So here you can see my team. They are all level 85. They're all Gear G 15. Blue ISO level 3, and Miles is Striker because the basic will be cleansing some buffs from the enemy. Spider-Man is a Skirmisher because that extra focus is needed to land those debuffs and stuns and slows. And Ghost Spider as Raider because that extra crit will be helpful with, for example, this ability when it has a 100% chance to crit and it will be doing ability block, so only if the character blocks the attack, that way they can avoid the crit and also avoid the ability block, so that's really useful with her. Also, when we get new more characters, there's some more synergy with the crits, but at the moment there's not too many things to be getting advantage from the crits. T4s, as you can see, my Ghost Spider is fully T4'd. My Spider-Man has his special and passive T4'd, and my Miles has his special and ultimate T4'd. Alright, so let's get into it. So, Dark Dimension, and we're going to Dark Dimension 4. And yeah, I'm gonna be using, could be using something else, but I think we're just gonna go with the symbiotes as the 4th and 5th character in the team, and I'm putting them in the middle because they have such a good healing that they can take some punches in the middle. I'm putting Spider-Man Miles over here because he can actually cut off the chains by being in stealth, and Ghost Spider will be helping that by giving him the stealth. I'm gonna put Spider-Man over here, and where's my Ghost Spider? She's over here. Alright, so 837,000. Definitely not too bad, and I'm feeling quite confident that these guys will be rocking the Dark Dimension, but let's see how it goes. The first nodes with the non-restrictions are quite easy, so I wouldn't be how would you say it? Yeah, I wouldn't be counting too much on how they work in these nodes. I will be making a separate video about the last city node because that's like the perfect test grounds for this team. So I will be making a video about that later, maybe today, even if I get the time to clear the nodes before that. But let's just see how a few of these nodes work. Alright, so Mercenary Lieutenant will be doing special. Killmonger will be doing ultimate. Alright, definitely nasty business, but let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's start with the basic from here. Let's give these guys the defense down. Alright. Who do we want to be? I think we don't care too much about the disrupt over here, so I'm wanting to use the special, but who do we want to be using that on? I think we're gonna do that on Taskmaster because the blind is gonna be super annoying, so that's one. Here you can see the special in action. So now we're hitting Mercury Lieutenant, and since we have the Raider as an ISO, we get 40% static crit, and we get 60% more from this ability, so this should be 100%. So let's try to give that ability block on him, and it worked. We also got the slows in there, so that's pretty good. Let's give these guys some defense downs as well. And yeah, let's just get some a few of those buffs to ourselves. Alright, so that's not too dangerous. Always annoying invisible woman doing the barriers, but not too worried about that either. Let's see, I think we want to be clearing that offense up. And let's extend these. We got more targets in that side, so that's why I did that. Let's stun you. I think we want to be going hard on Invisible Woman before she gets to cleanse those debuffs. So we got the option to use this. Sorry, this is not a raid, so this won't be working. So let's just go over here. Let's stun you. We got the Killmonger ultimate. Didn't do too much damage. Everything's looking under control still. But we're definitely... We can see that we don't have too many buffs in the team at the moment. So the synergy that we get from Spider-Man in the raids is definitely not working in here. But we're still quite okay. We can spread these bleeds and defense downs and slows, but I don't think we need to do that. So let's just keep working on these guys and let's give you a basic hit. That's okay-ish. Nothing crazy going on in here. Let's give you a defense down because you didn't have that already. Let's try to get you down before you can get the special going. That was enough. Let's get you down. I think we want to be killing her next. I think I'm just gonna be saving my cooldown, so I'm gonna go with the basic over here. And let's use our basics on that Killmonger. We're not too worried about that Namor. He's not too dangerous, at least in here. Of course, in the later nodes he can actually do some damage, but not in the first nodes. Alright, Falcon will be doing special, Vulture will be doing special, and Shocker will be doing special. So special all around for everyone. Alright, so let's just hit you. We got a lot of good targets in here. I think I want to be turn meter rewinding Vulture, just because he's actually quite far in the turn meter. Now we could spread these slows and defense down. Let's do that, just because we can. Slow is actually pretty nice at this spot, even though we definitely could have like saved that for a better spot where we have everything going on and tons of debuffs to spread around. But optimizing too much will just result in failure. So I'm gonna be doing this disrupt over there just to avoid those offense ups on the Sinister Six. Rescue is definitely a good target to be killing at this point before she gets to cleanse everything. So let's just hit her with the basics. Let's get some buffs going in. It will help a bit. The regenerations and everything is definitely helping in here. I'm hoping that we don't need to use our stuns too early. Let's just think this through. I think we just want to go with the basic and just give these guys some defense downs before we go crazy and extend them. Falcon, one of my all-time favorite targets because of that special. That special is super annoying and I don't want that to be landing, so that's why I'm hitting him. And we could be stunning someone, but I don't think we need to. I think we want to be still extending these because that's quite a fast fast ability to get the cooldown back, so I think we're gonna get that back before the next node. Alright, we only have 2 Sinister 6 members in there, so I'm not too worried about Shocker, but now that we have the chance to double tap and hopefully kill him, we're gonna do that. Alright, nothing crazy going on in here. Iron Hearts with the... I can't remember if it's the special or the ultimate, but the one that gives us defense downs. That's actually quite annoying. I don't care about the ability block. That's actually... With the spider... I could say that with the symbiotes or the web warriors, it's almost like you don't have to worry about them at all. Because these guys are so fast that you don't actually even... Sometimes you don't even notice that you have an ability block, and their basics are so good that you can usually just use the basic and it will be quite good anyways. So that's just a funny mechanic with symbiotes and web warriors, because they have ways to get so much turn meter and their basics are so good. So that's something pretty nice on these teams. At this point I'm definitely just using my basics and saving my cooldowns for the next node. And what can I say at this point? Nothing crazy going on in here. These guys definitely work better on raids, that's for sure, because I already saw that when you play Doom raids, these guys get like so many buffs from the Spider-Man passive and a lot of other synergies that, yeah, they work a lot better in raids, but they're definitely no slouches in Dark Dimensions either. But let's go for the second node. Just gonna be checking out how long this video has been taking. Alright, 12 minutes already, so hopefully you guys can hang around a bit longer, because we've got one more node to do. I'm gonna be doing a separate video on the city nodes, or the city last city node at least. Alright, so we got that nasty Elsa Bloodstone in there. Definitely one of my how would you say it, favorite targets in this node, because that passive when she actually gets to hit us when we dodge, that's definitely something to be worried about in here. So let's just think about it for just a second. We could be stunning, but stunning her won't do much because she's just about to take the turn. We could spread around those defense downs all around. I think that could be enough, maybe. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just give these guys the defense downs. Don't need to be worrying about or thinking about it too much. That's just like value, and we're gonna use this is a long node, so we can use that later on a better spot. But if you just leave those unused, that's worse than use them on a non-optimal spot. Alright, we got disrupts from our own freaking Miles Morales, so that's definitely nasty. I don't like that at all. Alright, so let's think. We can use the ability block here on someone. Who do we want to do that on? Most likely, no. Let's go on Mr. Sinister before he can do the special and spread some buffs around. Alright. I think I'm gonna be extending these just because there's so much abilities over there to be extended on. Let's give you a disrupt and also a few other characters as well. I'm not gonna be using that just yet. I'm gonna be double tapping someone, and that's gonna be Star-Lord, because he can actually do the blinds, and those could be dangerous. I think at least sometimes. Too bad our blinds won't be landing in Dark Dimension, but I think we're still pretty okay. Let's try to finish that Doctor Strange. Did alright. Definitely, it's not like as easy as I would have thought, but we're definitely not in too much of a trouble either. But let's keep on going. Let's give you a defense down. Alright. Let's try to get that Miles down as well. And I think this is a good time to double tap that Ghost Rider. I was hoping that he would die from that. Well, but that should be enough, and it was. I don't know what Miles is gonna do next, but I'm gonna be killing him before he gets the chance to do that. Alright. Double tap. Everything's looking under control. Basics, I'm just saving our cooldowns for the next wave. Alrighty-o. Oh yeah. Sort of forgot that we're gonna get that heal, but doesn't matter, gives us more time to be recharging our abilities for the next wave. There it goes. And who do we have here? Hela will be doing ultimate, of course. Mysterio will be doing ultimate, of course. And I hate both of those. But who do I hate the most? I think Mysterio, because that heal block is definitely dangerous. Let's go with the defense down and the slows over here. That should be setting up our node quite well. I think we want to be disrupting, ability blocking that Toad, because we don't want to get behind that taunt that he does on Blob. I'm thinking, yeah, let's get those defense downs, defense ups and speed ups. We still have to be worrying about Pyro, so I'm gonna be stunning him. And let me think just for a second. I think we want to be slowing down her. And now we could be spreading around all of these bleeds, defense downs and slows to everyone. It's not like super big package of debuffs, but it's something for sure. Alright, so there's the taunt. Because we got that Pyro under 50%. Let's see, who do we want to be killing? Let's work on Mysterio a bit. I don't want that heal block to be landing on us, so that's something. Let's give the Blob a disrupt. And I'm not quite sure if that Toad ultimate will be clearing that. I think this is a good spot to be extending everything. In the middle at least. Alright, everything's still looking nicely under control. Let's give that Hela a few more bleeds. And it's really good that she has that disrupt, because that Blob would be giving her the deflect, and that would be sort of nasty. Let's try to hit the Pyro as well, and we did. Perfect. Alrighty-o. Everything's still looking quite under control. Let's hit that Pyro. give you an ability block. The few buffs that I get from my team, I really like to keep those before Pyro gets to flip those around. So that's why I'm sort of valuing Pyro high as a target. So if you're wondering why I'm always worried about Pyro, that's the reason. Alright, okay, we get the stun from there, that's okay. Let's double tap that Toad. I think he needs a few more hits to fall from those bleeds. That was not quite enough, but it was close. Yeah, let's get you off the board if you can. You didn't. Alright, let's get you off the board with that. Double tap. There we go. Basics, basics, basics. Just saving my cooldowns for the next wave as usual. Alright, those slows are actually quite annoying. And we got those in at the last second. So, alright. Graviton will be doing ultimate, so that's a stun. Pyro will be doing ultimate, so those are disrupts. Toad will be doing special. Alright. So we got behind the taunt. We can clear the way with this. So we can stun. I think we want to be stunning that Pyro instead of Graviton. Hopefully we get something else to work on Graviton, and we did. There's the ability block, so that's good. We got few buffs in there, but I don't think we need to be worrying about Doctor Strange too much. But that freaking Elsa Bloodstorm is definitely making our life miserable. Let me think. Let's just clear. Oh, that was a mistake. I was planning on doing basic, but I don't think it matters too much. Let's stun her now that she's actually so low on turn meter. Now she's out of the game for a long time, and of course when she does a lot of stuff when it's not her turn, it's really good to stun her when she's low on speed meter, so she will be out of the game for a long time. We got Drax doing the ultimate quite soon. I don't think we want to be spreading any of these abilities, these debuffs around. Let's hit on Drax. And let's give him the defense down and slow. Alright. And now we can actually clear those with Miles Morales, and that was really good. Okay, now we can get some buffs to ourselves. It seems that only defense up and speed up, but that's something. And now we can spread around these bleeds and defense down. So I think we're gonna do that. We got a lot of bleeds going on, so that should be good. Alright, let's try to get these guys out of the board before they get to do any shenanigans. I like to use that word, shenanigan. Sounds fancy somehow. I don't know why. Alright, so let's see over here. Let's double tap that Graviton. I think that should be enough for him. So let's start hitting on this side a bit more. Let's hit on that Elsa Bloodstorm, hopefully that Ghost Rider as well. Alright, so people are dropping like flies. That's good. And now I think we want to do this ultimate on Elsa Bloodstorm before she actually gets to do the offense up on herself. And there's also what the hell's his name? Rocket Raccoon, who will be doing some buffs on his team. I'm not sure if it's only tech characters or is it everyone. Anyways, I don't want those buffs to be spread around. He does like offense ups and defense ups and stuff like that, so that could always be dangerous. Alright, okay, come on. Now we need to be doing something over here or here. If that special hits Ghost, we are done for with Ghost, but I'm more worried about this because this the Elsa can actually hit multiple targets, and of course the retaliation if anyone dodges. Clear heal block, apply immunity, heal all allies. I think we need to be using this just to get that Ghost up a bit. Alright, so actually Rocket Raccoon had that ultimate ready, which was unexpected, but at least we got through it. Let's hit that Ghost Spider. I think we can use this over here and extend that stun. We can definitely hit that Rocket Raccoon with the anti-venom because he can take a hit, and I think that should be enough for Rocket Raccoon. So now it's all about Star-Lord and Elsa Bloodstone. I'm gonna be starting from this side. And yeah, I think we are back to normal quite soon. And yeah, I think this is the last wave. I mean, this one is the last wave. And who do we have here? We have Star-Lord, who will be doing special, so the blind, alright. Graviton will be doing special and ultimate. That's definitely nasty. And no one else is a special character, alright. So, I think Graviton is one of our main targets over here. So let's give you a slow and defense down. That should be helping quite nicely. I think I want to be just spreading these around. So let's do that. Now we have a lot of debuffs going on. And let's see, I think we want to be extending these. So let's go over here. And I'm gonna be turning rewinding that Graviton. And let's start to work on that Star-Lord. I'm wondering whether I should be ability blocking Star-Lord or the Pyros. Pyros will be hitting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be just gonna go over there. So Star-Lord is ability blocked. We got a few blinds in there, but it doesn't look too scary at the moment. Alright, so we got the taunt as well. I'm gonna be spreading a few buffs around. We got some defense ups and regenerations and speed ups and shots. And let's do the basic over here. Alright, so that's Star-Lord doing a basic. Definitely gonna go with the basic over here. Now we got to clear the taunt, so that's good. Alright, so now we got a chance to do something. Let's just work on that Graviton. That Graviton should die from that, I think. So let's work on Star-Lord a bit more. Let's double tap that Pyro and hopefully get enough bleeds going on that he will die from those. Let's hit a bit more on Star-Lord. Gonna be saving my abilities if I can, and this feels like a good spot to do that. Because everything seems under control and there's a lot of characters dying quite soon. Let's just actually double tap that blob. That should give me enough. I don't want to hit that wreck, so I'm gonna go over this side and hopefully kill that Mysteria. Alright, it was close. Now it should be dead. Alright. And let's work on that pyro. Now we got the disrupt. That's always annoying. That hell I didn't do much, but let's give you a defense down again. Let's try to get rid of that pyro, and we did. Perfect. And now it's about basics. Alright, so I can just go auto basic at this point and say my cooldown. So, end comments or analysis or whatever. It's quite clear that this team is not meant for Dark Dimension. They still do quite well in there. So, to me it seems like you could easily take Ghost Spider, maybe even one of the older Web Warriors into your Dark Dimension 5 run. I'm not saying they are going to be perfect in there. Most likely they're just going to be pretty good. The good thing about them is that they are cheap. So for example, I was planning on taking Ghost Spider and Scarlet Spider as my two bio characters, and since they don't share the unique, Ghost Spider uses alien spores and Scarlet Spider uses that OS formula. They will be quite good pair in there, and they have synergy definitely together. So, and even though I feel like the symbiotes are a bit better in Dark Dimension because they are Dark Dimension characters, I still think because they are quite a lot more expensive and they all use alien spores in that sense, and now that we've seen that Dark Dimension 5 is quite easy, it's actually seems to be easier than Dark Dimension 4. So you don't need to take the optimal Dark Dimension characters in there. You want to take the characters that you use in other game modes, and if you want to be racing on Dark Dimension 5, you want to take the Dormammu as fast as possible. You can definitely choose teams that are quite cheap and still do quite well. So in that sense, even though the Web Warriors are not built for Dark Dimension, I would still recommend using them because they are cheap and you use them in other game modes, well, mainly Doom Raids, and they are new characters, so they are quite good in their own right. They do quite well in whatever game mode you put them in because they're new and they have good abilities and stats and everything. So yeah, at this point it feels like you can definitely use these guys in Dark Dimension 5, and yeah. But I'm gonna be making more videos. I'm gonna be making more videos about the tougher nodes. I'm gonna be, once we release more of these Web Warriors, I'm definitely gonna be making videos about those as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a long one. If you lasted this long, thank you so much for hanging on. And if you liked it, please like the video, subscribe. You know the deal. If you have any questions in the comments, any criticism, anything, please drop a comment because I love to answer those. And yeah, see you in the next video. All right, bye.